Good morning, students. Today, in this lecture, we'll be going to discuss some more problems from that linear programming method. So, in the previous class, in the previous lecture, we have discussed first three problems, one, two, three. So now we are going to discuss remaining problems, and today in this lecture, we'll be going to finish off this chapter. Okay. So for everything, method of optimizing given problem is common and same. So let us have a look at that. Question number 4. A manufacturer produces nuts and bolts. First of all, as I told you, there are four steps to solve every LPP. What are those? What is first step? We have to understand the given problem, whether that question is to minimize or maximize, and what is the objective function there. Okay, what are the requirements? Is that minimum or maximum? So what is the available hours to do that work task? Okay, so what are the constraints in that? So these all things we have to understand in the first step, okay, in solving every LPP. Okay, now what is second step? In second step we are going to formulate. Okay, formulate means what are objective function that will write, and subject to constraints also we need to write that setting uh, system of objective function along with the constraints is comes under formulation. That is second step. So what is third step? Graph. Before taking graph, we'll take table values and we'll go for taking graph. After the after taking the graph, from the graph, whatever region bounded and closed, so those corner points we need to plot, identify, and that will write from the figure. This so and so region is bounded and closed with the corner points, and we'll take a table, corner points table, and we'll find the solution in the last fourth step. Okay, so like that we have to follow these four steps in solving every LPP. Okay, so let us try to understand this question now. So a manufacturer produces nuts and bolts. It takes 1 hour of work on machine A and 3 hours of work on machine B. Okay. So 1 hour work on machine A, 3 hours work on machine B to produce a package of nuts. For nuts only, time taken was given on machine A, machine B. For manufacturing nuts on machine A takes 1 hour, on machine B takes 3 hours. Okay, now let us go to bolts. To manufacture bolts, how many hours it will take for machine A and how many it will take for machine B. See, second sentence. It takes 3 hours on machine A and 1 hour on machine B. So based on its caliber, okay, based on its capacity, so some number of hours it will take to manufacture certain number of items. Okay, package of bolts. He earns a profit of 17 rupees 50 paisa. Okay, per package on nuts. On every pack of nuts, how much profit? 17 rupees 50 paise. On every pack of bolts, how much profit? 7 rupees. Now, how many packets of each nuts and bolts should be produced each day so as to maximize his profit? Obviously, profit function has to be maximized every time. Okay, if he opens his machines for at most 12 hours a day. Okay, so both the machines are available to run for maximum of 12 hours in a day. We should not exceed that 12 hours time frame. Okay, so within that 12 hours time only work must be completed. Correct? Means less than or equals to or greater than or equals to within that time, or we can exceed also. No, within that time only work must be completed. Within that means less than or equals to. So region is going to be obtained as bounded and closed, that we can expect. Okay, so let us go to the solution for this. Just have a look at that. So now here we are going to solve Question number 4. Okay, just have a look at that. Now, just try to understand this. So what is first thing? We have to take the table, correct? So what is first step here? Let X be the number of packets of nuts and Y be the number of packets of bolts. Always we have to start the question. We have to start the question from this only. Okay. Just a second. Now see here. Let X be the number of packets of nuts and Y be the number of packets of bolts. First of all, we have to start every LPP problem solution with taking X, Y. X is the number of packets of nuts, Y is the number of packets of bolts. And take a table. For nuts, bolts, available hours. How many hours each machine is available? 12 hours. That was given in the question. And by machine A, for manufacturing nuts, how many hours it will take? 1 hour. See, 1 hour. Okay. So bolts 3. Now machine B, nuts 3, bolts 1. And what is the profit on every package of nuts? 17 rupees 50 pice per pack. And bolts profit 7 rupees per pack. So like that, we have to set up the data properly. Okay. So now first step is over. We understood the question and we draw on the table. Correct. So we have listed that data, given data properly. After that, we'll go for, so formulate the question. So profit function is the objective function. What is objective function? Z equals to 17 rupees 50 pice into X. X means number of packets of bolts. Y be the number of packets of, see, Y be the number of packets of bolts. X is the number of packets of nuts. Okay. So 17 rupees 50 pice per pack. So total cost function will be like this. Correct. Each pack 17 rupees 50 pice. How many packs are there? We took X of nuts. How many packs of bolts we took? Y. Now see here. So profit function is the objective function here, right? So now subject to the constraints, x plus 3y less than or equals 12 and 3x plus y less than or equal to 12. See, 1 into x plus 3 into y. Within that time, 12 hours time, it must be completed. Similarly, 3x plus y less than or equals 12. There also work must be completed within that time. And x greater than or equals 0 and y greater than or equals 0. Okay, this is common. So now after that, we'll go for taking graph in third step. Okay, for that we should take table values. See, table values how can take? We'll take 1 point each on x-axis and y-axis. 12 comma 0 and 0 comma 4. So 4 comma 0, 0 comma 12. Okay. Now points of intersection will solve. Point of intersection also we should write. That is very important. Okay. So now, so feasible region is downside means towards the origin for both the lines. Correct or not? Because both are less than or equals to means towards the origin. So compulsory region will be bounded and closed. See from the figure region we should give there. So after drawing graph, O, we should give their names O, A, B, C. So from the figure, region is OA, BC, which is bounded and closed by the corner points. What are those? 0, comma 0, 4, comma 0, 3, comma 3, and 0, comma 4. So now let us take tables. The corner points profit. Okay. So 4 comma 0 will substitute in the cost function 70. 3 comma 3 will substitute in the cost function 73.5. 4 comma 0 comma 4 if we substitute 28 will be there. That means at which point you are getting maximum profit? At 3 comma 3 means 73.5 rupees is the profit. Okay, where you are getting profit? By selling 3 packs of nuts 3 packets of bolts. Correct? Understood? It's very easy. Try to understand and write the conclusion properly. The maximum value of Z is 73 rupees 50 pies at 3 comma 3. That's it. That means when this is possible, 3 packets of nuts and 3 packets of bolts should be produced each day to get the maximum profit of 73 rupees 50 pies. Clear? So like that we can solve every problem which is bounded and closed. Okay, it's very easy to understand. Okay, so now let us go for taking next question in that. Okay, so hope you understood the previous problem. Now, so question number 5 also we can do in that way in a similar manner. Now we'll go for question number 6 there. Try to understand that question. Okay, a cottage industry manufactures pedestal lamps. A cottage industry manufactures pedestal lamps and wooden shades, each requiring the use of grinding and cutting machine and a sprayer. Okay, so to manufacture these two types of items, what are the works we are going to do? Two works. What are those? Grinding or cutting, first work. Second work, sprayer. Correct? So two types of works we are going to do to manufacture pedestal lamps and wooden shades. Correct? Acha, how many hours it will take to manufacture those items we'll see now from the second sentence. What was that? It takes 2 hours on grinding and cutting machine and 3 hours on the sprayer to manufacture pedestal lamp. For pedestal lamp only given, it is taking 2 hours for grinding and cutting and 3 hours to sprayer for pedestal lamp. It is all about pedestal lamp. And what about wooden shade? It is taking 1 hour on grinding and cutting machine and 2 hours on sprayer to manufacture a wooden shade. Correct? After that, on any day, the sprayer is available for at most 20 hours. So maximum sprayer work can be available for maximum of 20 hours. Means within the 20 hours only work must be completed. Similarly, grinding and cutting machine also available only for 12 hours. So the profit from sale of each pedestal lamp, how much? 5 rupees. And what is the profit on each wooden shade? 3 rupees. Assuming that the manufacturer can sell all the lamps and all the shades, whatever or whichever he produces. And how should he schedule his daily production to get maximum profit, to make his profit as maximum? It's very easy. Similar question. Okay. Now, first of all, you have to identify objective function, means profit function, whichever you are going to maximize. Tell me, what is your first step? Let X be the number of pedestal lamps produced. Y be the number of wooden shades produced. Correct? So then, on every pedestal lamp, how much profit? 5. 5 into X plus wooden shade, 3 rupees, 3 into Y. So, therefore, our objective function can be 5x plus 3y. It is very easy to observe. Hope you have understood. So, 5x plus 3y is Z, our objective function. Okay. So, after that, let us see constraints by taking table. And as I told you, 4 steps are very important. What are those? First step, try to understand the given problem, whether we need to maximize or minimize, and what are the constraints, what is the objective function. That all we have to understand. Will draw a table. That is first step. Second step, we have to formulate that. We have to write objective function along with the constraints in second step. That is formulation. Third step, taking graph. In taking graph, we'll take table values and draw the graph. Fourth, From table corner points method, we'll find the solution. That's it. You have to follow these 4 steps only in solving every problem. Clear? So let us go forward to solve this question. Just a second. Now let us see this one. Let X be the number of pedestal lamps and Y be the number of wooden shades. So X greater than or equal 0 and Y also greater than or equal 0. For grinding and cutting, for lamps, how much time it is taking? 2. Correct? And for shades, how much time it is taking? 1 hour. Availability, maximum, grinding, cutting available for 12 hours. And sprayer available 20 hours. Correct? So the profit on a lamp is 5 rupees. Profit on a shade is wooden shade 3 rupees. So what is our objective function? 5x plus 3y. So this is the step of formulation. Subject to the constant 2x plus y less than or equal to 12. See, 2x plus y, that must be completed within 12 hours. So less than or equal to 12. Similarly, sprayer work for lamps and shades, 3x plus 2y less than or equal to 20. And x comma y greater than or equal to 0. That we know. And let us take table values. 1 point on the x-axis, 1 point on the y-axis. See, if I take y value 0, x value 2, so that 12, 2, 6, 12. And if you take x value 0, y value must be 12, 0 comma 12 on the y-axis point. Here also 20 by 3 comma 0. If you take y value 0, x value 20 by 3. If you take x value 0, y value 20, 10. So, and what is the point of intersection? We have to solve and write. 4 comma 4 is the point of intersection. We have to solve both the equations. We can get point of intersection, which is important. That can be the solution. Okay. After that, both are less than or equals to. So, towards the origin. Let us shade this part. Simple. What do you write now from the figure? Region O, A, B, C, O is bounded and closed by the corner points 0, comma 0, 6, comma 0, 4, comma 4 and 0, comma 10. Then we'll take the table solution climax, right? So 0, comma 0, 6, comma 0, 4, comma 4, 0, comma 10 and value of z. What is z here? 5x plus 3y. Substitute these points. We'll get maximum value is 32 at 4, comma 4. So finally, what do you write? Conclusion. Conclusion is very important. Therefore, by producing how many pedestal lamps? 4 pedestal lamps and 4 wooden shades, we can get maximum profit as 32 rupees. So like that we'll write. Okay. So solving this model problems are very, very easy. Okay. Hope you can understand. So what are the steps? If you can understand, so solution will be easy. Okay. So let us go for next question in that. Seventh question, question number 7. Now see here. A company manufactures 2 types of novelty souvenirs made of plywood. Souvenirs of type A requires 5 minutes each for cutting, 10 minutes each for assembling. How many types of works we have? Cutting and assembling. And souvenirs of type B requires 8 minutes for cutting and 8 minutes for assembling. Same. And there are 3 hours 20 minutes available for total cutting. For cutting capacity, total time available 3 hours 20 minutes, means if you convert into minutes only, 3 hours 180 minutes plus 20, 180 plus 20, 200 minutes total for cutting, and 4 hours for assembling. 4 hours means 4 into 60, 240 hours, sorry, 240 minutes available for assembling. Clear? So what is the profit that must be given? So what is the profit for type A? 5 rupees. Type B, 6 rupees. Now tell me what is the profit function there? 5x plus 6y. It is very easy to identify objective function in every problem. So what is the objective function here? 5x plus 6y. That's it. Okay. So what is the maximum profit? Simple. Let us go for taking x value, y value. What is x now? So number of items of first type and number for second type. Okay. So let us look at that problem there. Now here question number 7. So this is the previous one. Yes. Now let x be the number of sovereigns of type A, y be the number of sovereigns of type B. So x, y both are greater than or equal 0. So cutting type A 5, type B 8. So availability 200 minutes. Assembling 10 type A, 8 type B 240 minutes. Okay. So what is the profit of type A? 5 rupees. Type B 6 rupees. So we have to maximize Z 5x plus 6y. Correct. So constants here I wrote. So 10x plus 8y less than or equal to 240. I can take 2 common. 5x plus 4y less than or equal to 120. Here first inequality I can write 5x plus 8y less than or equal to 200. Here I wrote. So for both we'll take table values. One point on the x-axis, one point on the y-axis. After that, what is 8 comma 20? So point of intersection, which is very important to draw any graph. So take both the lines and towards the origin because both are less than or equals to. So compulsory region will be bounded and closed here also. See, this is bounded and closed. Now corner points will take. So what are those? 0 comma 0, 22 comma 0, and 8 comma 20 and 0 comma 25. So substitute these values corner points in the objective function 5x plus 6y. So where you are getting maximum? 8 comma 20. So what is that maximum profit? 160 rupees. So therefore what can write final conclusion? Therefore by producing 8 souvenirs of type A, 20 souvenirs of type B, we can get maximum profit as 160 rupees. That's it. It's very easy to solve like that. Okay. So hope you can understand. So now we'll go for next question in this. So here a merchant plans to sell two types of personal computers, a desktop model and a portable model that requires so that requires so that requires uh, will cost 25,000 for 40,000 respectively. He estimates that total monthly demand, okay, for computers will not exceed 250. So maximum 250 only. Within 250 only we can order. Okay, right? Anyone can order. And determine the number of units of each type of computer which the merchant should stock to get maximum profit. If it does not want to invest more than 70 lakhs, if his profit on the desktop model 44,500, profit on every desktop model 4,500, and profit on every portable model computer is 5,000. So how can you solve? Let us go for taking data properly here. Okay. So now let us go for taking question number 8. So taking question number 8 there. So just a second. So this will be Now see here, here is solution. Hope it is visible. Just go for, let X be the number of computers of desktop model and Y be the number of computers of portable model. That is the first step we write there. Clear? So after that, given cost of each desktop model 25,000. Okay, and cost of each portable model how much? 40,000 rupees. What is total demand of computers is maximum of 250 only. So that means X plus Y less than or equals 250. Correct? The total number of items should not exceed 250 there. So his investment is maximum of 70 lakhs. Means investment, how can you find? 25,000 into X plus 40,000 into Y. That is your total expenditure actually. The total expenditure should be less than your investment or more than, within that only, within that available amount, within that available investment. Correct? So 25,000 to X plus 40,000 Y less than or equals to 70 lakhs. So here if you take common, so 5X plus 8Y. Okay. So now less than or equals to 1400. So our profit function is the objective function, correct or not? We have to maximize this. So 4,500 is profit on every desktop and every portable 5,000. So 4,500 into X plus 5,000 Y. That is our objective function which has to be maximized. That is our profit function. So profit on first model 4,500, profit on second model 5,000. So like that we can write objective function. And with respect to constraint, this is first constraint. Total number of items should not exceed 250 and 5X plus 8Y investment and X greater than or equal 0, Y greater than or equal 0. Let us take, so table values and go for taking graph, and let us find point of intersection also, which is very important. If you solve both the equations, constraints, will get 200 comma 50. So this is the point of intersection, that will be the answer in most of the times. So from the required region OABC is bounded. Actually here we need to shade. Okay, so this is the part we have to shade. So this is the shaded region. Okay, so this is the shaded region, right? So now, so here what are the corner points we can, so corner points are O, so corner points we can take there, right? So here corner points 0 comma 0, 200 comma 50. Okay, so from that we'll find corner points. See here, so 250 comma 0 and 200 comma 50, and here you can shade. Okay, so 0 comma 200 comma 50, after that 0 comma 175, this is 0 comma 175. Okay, so now, so we'll go for taking table of corner points. Okay, so profit, so where you are getting maximum profit at 200 comma 50. What is the meaning of that? By uh, by selling 200 computers of desktop model, 50 computers of uh, portable model only, he'll get maximum profit. What is that maximum profit? 11 lakh 50,000 rupees he can get maximum profit. Hope you have understood. So here we have to shade. Okay, right? Just I'm sorry, here I didn't shade there. You have to shade this part because both are less than or equals to only. Clear? So this model is very important. This problem is very important. So hope you have understood. Okay, so now let us go for next question in this. Now see here, question number 9 also we can do in that way. So now just we'll go for question number 10. There are two types of fertilizers, F1 and F2. F1 consists of 10% nitrogen and 6% phosphoric acid, and F2 consists of 5% nitrogen, 10% phosphoric acid. After testing the soil condition, a farmer finds that she needs at least 14 kgs of nitrogen and 14 kgs of phosphoric acid for her crop. If F1 costs 6 rupee per kg, F2 costs 5 rupee per kg. Means what is our profit? What is our minimum? What is our cost function there? 6x plus 5y. It's very easy to identify. So we have to find minimum cost. Generally, cost function is always minimized. Profit function is always maximized. Clear? So like that. So let us see the solution for this. Now see here. So just a second. So this is the thing here. Now X is the number of units of food one. Okay. So Y be the number of units of F2. Okay. Sorry, this is the question. Okay, question number 9. Okay, a diet is to contain at least 80 units of vitamin A, 100 units of minerals. Two foods F1 and F2 are available. Food 1 costs 4 rupees per unit. Food 2 costs 6 rupees per unit. 1 unit of food F1 contains 3 units of vitamin A and 4 units of minerals. 1 unit of food F2 contains 6 units of vitamin A and 3 units of minerals. Formulate this as a linear programming problem. Find the minimum cost for diet that consists of mixture of these two foods and also meet the minimal nutritional requirements. Okay, so now let us see this solution. Now see here, let x be the number of units of food 1, y be the number of units of food 2. Now food 1 vitamin A 3. Okay, so mineral 4, cost per unit 4 rupees. Food 1, food 2 cost per unit 6 rupees. So 4x plus 6y will be the objective function, obviously, correct? So we have to maximize that. Okay, profit is always to be maximized. Okay, see here, requirement, vitamin A requirement 80 and mineral requirement 100. That also I wrote there. Okay, so now what are the constraints here we should write? So 3x plus 6y, that should be within, so minimum 80 means 80 or more, so greater than or equals to 8. Here also 4x plus 3y greater than or equals to 100. That means region is going to be unbounded and closed, correct? So this will be outside the origin, that we can say, because it is at least minimum. Okay, so we'll take table values. Okay, 1 point on the x-axis, 1 point on the y-axis. Okay, by putting 0 on the x-axis, we'll get point on the y-axis. By putting 0 for y, we'll get point on the x-axis. Okay, like that. So after that, so for that, we'll take lines, we'll shade for both the lines outside the origin. Okay, so after that, whenever now we'll take corner points there. See, this is the corner point there. Okay, what is that point? uh, 24 comma 4 by 3 and 80 by 3 comma 0. So 0 comma 100 by 3, that we can identify. Okay, so now for this second line also we should take. And finally, whenever region is unbounded and closed, so whatever value we got which has minimum, that cannot be considered, that cannot be confirmed it as minimum. So further, what do you do? That objective function 4x plus 6y less than that minimum value 104. Sorry, here 104. Okay, here 104 I should write. Okay, change it. Okay, 2x plus 3y less than 52. So that dotted line will comes in this way from the midway of both the lines. So for that region, there will be no to check. Generally, why should we draw this inequality? To check whether that open half plane have any points in common with the feasible region or not. Obviously, there will be no points in common. So that's why that value is only the minimum value at that 24 comma 4 by 3. That we have to conclude in the end. So how should you conclude there? Therefore, minimum value of that is 104 at 24 comma 4 by 3. So like that we should write in the end. Okay, so that you would understand clearly there. And so this is the end of this chapter, and some more problems are there in miscellaneous, so you have to practice them. Okay, so let us see one or two questions in miscellaneous, so which are very important. So miscellaneous, some examples also there, you have to understand those. So this is a transportation problem that also you have to practice. Now, so this is the miscellaneous exercise. So here aeroplane problem is very important. We'll see that. So in this way, we can go for solving any problem as we learn the method. Okay. So toys problem also important, and especially aeroplane problem is very important. Just have a look at that. Let us try to solve this. See the solution for this. Now see here. So this is the aeroplane problem. An aeroplane can carry a maximum of how many passengers? 200 passengers. Okay. Now a profit of 1000 rupees is made on each executive class ticket, and a profit of 600 rupees is made on each economy class ticket. The airline reserves at least 20 seats for executive class. However, at least 4 times as many passengers prefer to travel by economic class than by executive class. That relation we should write properly. Okay, y less than or equals to 4x. Okay, determine how many tickets of each type must be sold in order to maximize the profit for the airline. So what is the maximum profit is asking. Okay, so let us see the solution for that problem. Okay, so which is very easy. So let us see. Now see a solution for this aeroplane problem. Now, see here, let X be the number of executive class tickets. First of all, we should start the solution with taking X value, Y value. X be the number of executive class ticket, Y be the number of economy class ticket. Total number of passengers is maximum 200 given. So X plus Y must be below 200 or above, below, within 200. So less than or equal to 200. Number of executive seats is minimum of 20. So X greater than or equals to 20. So minimum 20, right? And Y greater than or equals to 4x. This is very important. Okay. So is at least 4 times of executive class tickets. Okay. Number of economy class tickets. Number of economy class tickets is at least 4 times of executive class tickets. That you would understand. Y greater than or equals to 4x. So from this, can I take minus 4x plus y greater than or equal to 0? Correct? And obviously x greater than or equal to 0, y also greater than or equal to 0. Okay. Now see here, x plus y equal to 200. First inequality, and x greater than or equal to 20 means x equal to 20 line. And for this also we'll take in the form of equations. Okay, after taking points, let us go for taking graph there. Okay, see here, first of all, x equal 20, x equal 20 is a vertical line, x equal 20 will draw, and here 200 comma 0 will take, 200 comma 0 will take point on the x-axis, and 0 comma 200 So this is 0 comma 200, this is 200 comma 0. We'll draw one line and passes through point of intersection also, that we have to identify, because we have to find point of intersection. Whenever you put x equal 20 here, y value 80, sorry, y value 20, 180, sorry, here not 80, 180, right? 20 comma 180. So 20 comma 180 is the point of intersection, one point of intersection. Similarly, so here also 40 comma 160. So we need to find point of intersection of all the three lines. So then we'll get graph like this. Okay, so this is the region, bounded region. So from the figure, shaded visible region is ABC, ABC. So we are going to get region within the triangle. So at the, what are the corner points there? ABC only. Okay, at those points we'll find value of that Z, objective function, 68,000, 1,36,000, 1,28,000. So what is the maximum here? 1,36,000. That means what is the maximum profit here? 1,36,000. When that is possible? By selling 40 tickets of executive class and 160 tickets of economy class. Okay, that conclusion we should write it properly at the end of every problem. 40 tickets of executive class and 160 tickets of economy class must be sold to maximize the profit. The maximum profit that can be earned is 1,36,000. So like that we can go for solving every problem, and remaining problems you can solve on your own, because practice make man perfect. Okay, so by having practice only you'll be able to solve the problems in this chapter, linear programming. Okay, so hope you have understood the problems of minimizing, maximizing in this chapter. Just go for solving some more problems on your own. Okay, so that can be practice for you, so that you will be able to solve any problem in the exam. Okay, so the only thing you have to practice on these models. So clear? So I'm going to signing off. So thank you, wish you all the best. So by this chapter linear programming is finished. Clear?